Hi everyone. I've been trading stocks for many years and it's taken me quite a while to figure out a winning combination. When I started out, like most of you did, I was pretty impetuous and I allowed a few losses to hijack my profits. I was pretty rash and allowed the opinions of others to influence me. With time, with a mixture of intuition, gut feel, what you call gut feel, decision making, and logic, I was able to get onto a system with discipline which allowed me to consistently make profits as well as curtail my losses. So the today's video, I'm going to talk about some of the learnings and apply them to Nifty, which is an Indian stock. Since I'm operating in the Indian stock market, I'm going to be talking about Nifty, which is a market capitalization weighted index of 50 blue chip stocks across 12 different industry sectors. So let's begin. Now the first thing that we're going to do is a technical analysis of Nifty. As you can see, I've logged into TradingView, which is an excellent technical analysis software. The first thing, and as you can see here, we have the 1 year past price history of Nifty on a candlestick chart. So just a short overview, a candlestick chart is basically a candle with a wick and it denotes the open, high, low and close of a stock. So in this case, if we let's pick up this candle, the one on 30th April. So here you can see this is a green candle, which basically means that the close was higher than the open and the high is on the top part of the wick. The high will always be on the top part of the wick, but for a green candle, the close will be the upper part of the body and the open will be the lower part of the body. And it's the exact opposite if you talk of a red candle. So let's get started. The first thing that I'm going to do is, now that I have the price history for the past year, I'm going to draw a trend line which is connecting the global low to the subsequent swing lows. And this is what we call a support line. Okay. And the next thing that I'm going to do is, I'm going to take the global low over the last year, which we got on 20th January. We're going to draw a resistance line. And this is going to connect the swing lows. So I'm going to just extend the arrow a little bit here. Yeah, when I do that, when I extend the arrow, you would notice something very interesting, that there is an ascending triangle formation. So I'm going to touch upon that a little bit later. But what it basically means is that when you see a breakout or a trend, you can expect Nifty to trade between the point here, which is roughly 11,060 and 10,890 roughly. So this is a trend point of around 200 to 250 points of upward momentum, which we can expect from Nifty if it is bullish. And if it is bearish, we'll have to do a little bit more of analysis. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the trend line again. Now we're going to consider this as one of the local minimas and we're going to draw another support line. Right. So once we do that, you'd find that this area gets a little more concise and this helps us make our predictions much more accurately. And the last thing that I'm going to do is, at least from the point of resistance, is draw another trend line which is going to connect the maxima of the primary trend over the last 6 months, and let's see where we get from there. So you notice something very interesting. This resistance line has now become a support because over the last 4 days we've seen a breakout over this range, and the support is precisely at close to 10,790. So what that tells you is that if Nifty consistently stays above this range, we can expect it to go right up till 11,026 over a period of time. So now let's look at certain indicators which will supplement our analysis. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to click on this button FX, which is indicators and strategies, and I'm going to add a moving average. And I'm sure you all know what a moving average is, so I'll not explain that. I'm going to look at an exponential moving average for obvious reasons, because it gives more weightage to recent price movements. Okay, so now when I click on this, I'm going to get a 9-period EMA. I'm going to click on this thrice. Now I'm going to change this. I don't like the 9-period EMA. I prefer the 5-period EMA because it's a proxy for a week's price movement, because there are 5 trading days, no peak. Once I do that, I'm going to look at this, click on the second EMA, and I'm going to make this 10 because it's a proxy for a 2-week trading period. I'm going to click on this here and I'm going to make this 21 because there are 21 trading days in a month. So as you guys can see now, we have 3 moving averages, one denoting a week, one denoting a 2 weeks, and one denoting 3 weeks. So this is going to make the support analysis much more streamlined. For convenience sake, I'm going to just take this arrow out. All right, so it makes it a little more clear for you. So now what it tells me is that roughly 10,756, which is a 5-period EMA, is a very strong support. If Nifty goes below this, we can expect it to go to the levels of 10,681, where the bi-weekly moving average lies. And if it crosses this, we can expect subsequently a very strong support at 10,447. So this is something which you should keep in mind. And as I already told you, for the upper range, Nifty, we will have to look at something called a pivot analysis. So here's what we're going to do. Pivot is basically nothing but the average of the open of the high, low, and close of a stock price. So here you can see the pivot comes out to be roughly 10,820 if we take the average. So what that basically means is if Nifty opens tomorrow above 10,820, it is going to face a resistance. There is a strong chance of it facing going right up till 10,950 and 11,000, at which it's going to face a very strong resistance. But if Nifty opens below 10,820 and goes below the levels of 10,760, we can expect it to fall to its weekly, bi-weekly, and monthly moving averages. So this is basically my Nifty prediction. Now the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to option chain analysis. Now the underlying price is 10,815 because that is a closing price as on this date. So for making my predictions for the next day, it's very instructive to keep this in mind. Now we're going to go to an analysis of the calls. Now just for those of you who don't know what a call option is an option to buy a stock or an underlying index at an exercise price, which generally benefits the buyer of the call if the stock price increases above the underlying. And similarly, a put is an option to sell an underlying at a price which benefits the buyer of the put if the stock goes below the exercise price of the underlying. Right? I know this is a bit complicated, but you just keep this in mind. Okay? So now what you're going to do is, as I already told you, the underlying is 10,815. So if we look here, roughly 10,800, we can see that there is a build-up, there is a change in open interest. Open interest is basically the number of contracts which the option seller opens. So basically, if an option seller is having these many, the change in open interest, it means that almost 600,000 more contracts have been sold by the option seller. And subsequently, we can see the volume is again more than 500,000. What this tells me is that option sellers are very bullish, which means they expect Nifty to hold above 10,800 and go to the higher levels of 10,850, 10,900, 10,950, etc. Now, if you look at the highest build-up of open interest, we're seeing that happen roughly at 10,700. What this indicates is that the put option sellers are extremely bullish that Nifty will be able to hold above 10,700. Now, if you look at the optimism, it's gradually reducing when you look at the levels of 10,900 because they don't feel that it's going to go much above this because the change in open interest is barely 250,000. So what we can gauge from this is that there is an expectation that Nifty is going to go above 10,800 till 10,900, but the steam is going to come down because the buildup of open interest doesn't indicate that there is much optimism to warrant an increase in Nifty beyond the levels of 10,900, which corroborates what the technical analysis which we did in the previous tab. So if we go over to an analysis of the calls, you'll notice that the buildup of open interest or the change in open interest is the highest at the level of 11,000, which means call option sellers are extremely bearish. They do not believe that Nifty, even if it has an upward momentum, even if it opens above say 10,820, is going to be able to penetrate the levels of 11,000. And if you look at the absolute value of open interest, it is also the highest at roughly 3.4 million. Okay. So if you look at the second highest open interest, absolute value of open interest, we're seeing this at 10,900. And there's a decent buildup of open interest. It's more than 500,000, which means that call option sellers also believe that 10,900 can play the role of an important resistance point. Okay. there is what we call call unwinding or call sellers unloading their positions in the at 10,800, which means they believe that there is going to be a strong that 10,800 is no longer an important resistance point and that there is plenty of upward momentum above this level, but they're just skeptical that it's not, they may not see it crossing above 10,900, and even if it does, they don't see it go much above 11,000. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at an analysis of FII and DII data. I'm going to get this from Sensible platform, which is an option analysis platform. All right, so if you look at the outstanding open interest of FIIs and index options, what you're going to notice is that they have a net long position in calls. Now for an FII to have a long position in call means that they're optimistic in the market. They obviously expect index options to rise, which is a very bullish sign. And if you look at their net position in puts, even this is high, which means that they expect things to decline. Now the net position in put is higher than the net position in call, which means that they expect overall the market to either trade mixed or in a decline. So now if you look at the FI activities in index options, the change in open interest, which indicates either bearishness or bullishness, is negative for calls. What this indicates is that there is call unwinding and it's a bearish sign. If you look at puts, you see that the net, there is actually an increase in open interest positions in the put for a quantity of 6.2k, which again indicates it's bearish. Now if you look at the buying and selling activities of FIIs in stocks, they have a net positive position. But if you look at index futures, they have a net negative position. So since we're interested in Nifty, we understand and synthesize that they are less optimistic about Nifty as of now. So synthesizing all these three, we can understand that there is a bit of pessimism in the market. So this is a basic introductory analysis that I did for Nifty. Hope you enjoyed it. Please leave your comments. It will really help me. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Scenario analysis shows us a range of options for Nifty price. If you look at the current closing market price of Nifty at 10,802, there are three possibilities I see for tomorrow. The first one being that Nifty can open between 10,757 and 10,820. If that happens, there is a high chance that the Nifty closing price will be between 10,700 and 10,900. The second possibility is that Nifty can open above 10,820. If that happens, it can go up till 10,875. If it is even able to pass that, then there is a possibility that Nifty can go till 10,940. If it goes above this, although the chance of this happening is very less, it can go till 11,000. The third possibility is that Nifty opens below 10,757. If that happens, there is a possibility of it going towards its 10-period exponential moving average of 10,660. If it goes even below this, there is a possibility of it going till 10,600. And if it goes even lower than this, which is very unlikely, it can go up till 10,540. So this is the conclusion of my video today, guys. Thanks a lot for watching this and hope you enjoyed it. This is my prediction for Nifty.